assembled a fishing pole, strung the line, and tied the fisherman's knot? Well, if you're like me, then even this simple sounding task could take lots of practice. The steps to follow in order to do this are 1. Assembling the fishing pole, 2. Stringing the line through the pole, and 3. Tying your fisherman's knot to ensure that your hook will not come undone while fishing. The first step, assembling your fishing pole. Learning how to assemble your specific rod and reel is a must. Each fishing pole is different, and learning exactly how to assemble it will ensure that your pole will not deteriorate over time and maybe even help catching some fish. Though they may be different, fishing poles are generally assembled in the same manner. This specific pole comes in 2 pieces, and to assemble it, you simply slide the smaller section into the larger section, like this. Your general fishing pole should look something like this when assembled. Next, I'm going to attach the reel. To do this, I'm going to unscrew this section here. This will release an area where the reel should be able to sit comfortably on. While holding it in place, you will simply screw the section right back down into place. This should secure the reel to the rod. Your fishing pole should look something like this once assembled. Now that you know how to assemble your fishing pole, I'm going to show you how to string the line through the pole. First thing you're going to want to do is to pull your fishing line through the cap of your reel. Next, you're going to want to release your line by pressing the button here. This will allow you to pull any slack that you need. You're then going to want to take the end of the string in your hand and thread it through each eye along the rod. While doing so, make sure that each segment along the pole is straight, because if not, and you were to cast your bait into the water while fishing, the line could snag and it could easily break. Also, be careful that while you're stringing it, you do not lose a hold of the end, as it could easily slide back through and break. Slide back through and you'd have to start the process all over again. Now that you know how to string the line through your pole, I'm going to show you how to tie the fisherman's knot. Now that your fishing rod is all strung up and assembled, I'm going to put on the weights and tie the fisherman's knot. First, you are going to want to attach your weight. According to the size and style of your weight, the location on which you place it on the line will vary. This certain weight is known as a bullet weight, and it is designed to slide freely along the line or set on the hook. You simply thread the line through the tip of the weight, like so. You are then going to want to tie your fisherman's knot to your hook. To do so, you simply thread the fishing line through the eye of the hook, like this, and you will then want to pull the line through around 4 inches. I find that giving more slack allows you to tie the knot much easier. You will then want to hold your hook like this and twist it 360 degrees about 10 to 12 times. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This creates a small hole just above the eye of the hook. You will then want to take the end of your string and run it through that new eye that you have just created. You then hold your fishing line like this. You are then going to want to pull this end of your fishing line while also pulling on the end of your hook. This will tighten the knot while also sliding the knot towards the hook. Once tied, make sure you have some scissors or a knife or something that can cut off this extra string, as it could affect your fishing. Once tied, this type of knot is very strong, and in fact, any strain that is pulled against the hook is instead diverted from the line onto the hook. Remember, when preparing to go fishing, make sure to follow the 3 steps. 1. Assembling your fishing pole. 2. Stringing the line through the pole. And 3. Tying your fisherman's knot to ensure that your hook will not come undone while fishing. Taking your time to do each step correctly will help ensure that your fishing rod will not deteriorate over time. After readying your fishing pole, you should be ready to go and catch some fish.